Hey Foundation students, so in today's video, I'm going to go over everything that you need to know regarding that ILDON form. I know a lot of you have questions over it, and I'll explain all of that in today's video. Make sure you come back to this video as much as you like to review the form and re-answer some of your questions. First thing, all of you need to know all of the ILDON form whenever you get to your yellow belt. Once you're on yellow belt, you need to continue to know that entire form up until you go into the next class, if you don't go into the next class once you get your yellow belt. However, all of the rest of today's video will apply to people that are on their white belts. So, first thing, when are we doing that ILDON form? In Foundations class, we are doing ILDON in January, March, April, June, July, September, October, and December. So if it's not in one of those months, that it skips every other one. If it's not in one of those months, then you don't have to know ILDON at that time. However, if you're in any of those other months, you need to know it. Learning ILDON will grant you with a blue stripe. So in order to get your first blue stripe, you're going to need to know up to this first vertical elbow in the form. That's our first key op or our first big yell, and I'll show that in just a minute. To get your second stripe means that you have to know the entire form. That's up to this end jump punch at the very end of the form. You will only get 2 blue stripes in your entire time in Foundations if you go to the next class once you get your yellow belt. So, I'm going to go ahead and run us through doing this form. In this video, it's going to be mirrored, meaning whenever I do the form and I have one hand out just like this, it'll be on the same side of the hand that you need to go out. So you don't need to switch hands based off of what I'm doing. Basically, you're just going to have your right hand out to start just like I am here. So I want everyone to put your feet together just like this, face yourself, give yourself a nice bow. You're going to draw your swords out, and then we're going to do what's called chumbi. That means starting move or starting position. What you want to do is put your feet tight together and bend your knees just a little bit. You shouldn't be all the way down here, and you also shouldn't be straight legged. You're bending your knees just a little bit. One hand is going to be out, and you're making what's called a crane head. Watch how I do this. I'm going to curl all my fingers together and put my thumb in between all of my fingers and curl my hand down. So instead of it being straight out, I'm curling it down. This hand comes out kind of at like a 45-degree angle. You're going to bend your knees a little bit, and you're going to put your opposite hand right on the top of your elbow. Now I want you doing it with me. And all of these moves where your feet are together, you're going to be doing this stomp with your right foot. So your right knee should come up in front of you and down. A lot of students make mistakes by bringing this back behind them. We don't want to be stomping like this. It comes out in front, stomp right down. All right, go ahead and run through it with me. First move, ill. You're going to bring this arm back, and these hands come apart, and you're going to stomp. Ill. Next move looks just like it. You're going to bring this all the way back, and as you stomp, this is going to come all the way up. That's E. Next move, this hand turns into a palm, just like this, what we call a palm strike, palm fist. And then this hand is going to come all the way back down, hit off of your hand as you stomp. So I'm here, stomp, and I come back up. Next, we turn. This doesn't count as an individual move, but it's something that we do in the form. You turn, next move, sa, you're going to stomp at the same time this hand spins around, comes back down right out in front of you. O, this hand's going to come back up and come right out at your face as you stomp. Just like this. Next one, yuk. This hand that is making the crane is going to straighten out just like this. And this hand that is on your elbow, they're going to let go, and you're going to smack this hand as you come across. So I'm here, I smack, I stomp. My hands should be wrapped up just like this. You see how they're right on top of each other? They're not crossed. They're right on top. My hands are out just like this. My knees are bent. I am going to stomp and do what's called fingers in the eyes. This left hand is going to come right back out in front of my face. My right hand is going to come just like this. I'm making this motion. I'm here, just like that. Yuk. Step forward and hook punch. You're going to take a big step with this right foot, and you're going to hook punch with your right hand. So I'm here, paw. Bend those knees. Next one is an elbow, just like this with your right hand. Ku. This left hand should stay as a fist on your belt the entire time you're doing these moves. Ku. This is also the first time we do a stance. It's called your riding horse stance. Then you're going to back fist. Ship. This is in what we call our king cobra stance. I don't know if you can see very well. I'm up on my tiptoes just like this, and my back fist is out. Now I'm gonna low block. I'm back in this riding horse stance. Now is our big yell. I'm gonna pull my right fist to my belt, and I'm gonna throw this elbow up in a big yell. Hi! For all of you that are earning your first blue stripe, this is what you need to know up to. Next, we're gonna jump and pull just like this, or jump and block. Jump, and this hand comes back around. You're doing that blocking motion. You're gonna drop right down in your riding horse stance. Then you're gonna elbow with your left hand, just like this. Some. Then you're gonna throw your back fist up on your toes. This is that same cobra stance. Some. Now you're gonna punch and pull. Yoke. This is also in that tiger stance. Bring these fists together, and they're gonna pull back apart. So you're here, these fists comes up, and then back down, you're gonna low block and get in this riding horse stance. Last move, you're gonna jump and punch just like this with a big yell. Hi! For all of you earning your second stripe, you need to know up to that last big yell just like that. For all of you students who are maybe in leadership, black belt club, candidates, any class like that, make sure you remember this form. This form is not only a requirement to get to your black belt, but it is also something that you are going to need to show other people once you're black belt and an instructor. I'm going to run through this one more time. This is going to be the full run through. If you know this form better, just copy after me as we do it together. Chumbi, ready. Il, E, Sun, turn. Sa, O, Yoke, Chill, Paul, Ku, Ship, Il, Hui, E, Sun, Sa, O, Yoke, Hui. Good job. Last thing that you guys need to know before you click off this video is every time that you click back on, if you're learning this form for the very first time, your goal should be to learn 2 moves. We do this because we always want to challenge ourselves to learn and do better. I want you to just learn these 2 moves every new time you click on in this video and do this form. Not just learn them, but I also want you to master them. Because if you learn them while you're doing it, then you come back maybe tomorrow, a week later, and then you forget it, you didn't really learn it. So make sure you're mastering this form as you're doing it through these videos or in class. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day.